Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I have been searching around for the next big thing to invest in, and I found something interesting. Something that may potentially become the next Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. I would like to share my findings with you. Without further ado, let's hear from Cathie Wood.
We also think genomics in the healthcare space. We, for the first time, thanks to DNA sequencing, again, costs have come down low enough. DNA sequencing is going to introduce science into healthcare decision making for the first time. We can honestly say that until now, more than half of all healthcare decisions were in some part made through guesses or experiences. Now we're going to have the data. What has mutated in your genomic profile? What in the 6 billion bits of code in your genome, what's gone wrong? It's like a needle in the haystack. What's gone wrong? For the first time, we'll be able to identify exactly what's gone wrong. And with CRISPR and other gene editing technologies and gene therapy, along with artificial intelligence. So it's this convergence of DNA sequencing, artificial intelligence, and gene editing. We're going to be able to cure diseases that we never thought it would be possible to cure, including cancer. Certainly we'll be able to discover cancer in stage 1. A lot of companies, Invitae, Exact Sciences, are helping us do that. And if we're able to discover where the mutations are, now the technologies are coming along that we'll be able to cure them.
In stage 1.
That's the next big thing.
So today I want to talk about what will be the hot sector in the next decade. And I'm not saying that, but it's actually coming from one of the superstar investors this year, Cathie Wood. So she had an interview with Bloomberg, and it's actually a brilliant interview, 30-minute interview. So I'll have the link down below. You have to check it out if you haven't already done so. But probably most of you guys have actually come across this interview.
Which of your current holdings, Cathie, do you think will supply the biggest lift in the next 5 years?
Tesla's still in the running, but I would have to say the biggest upside surprises are going to come from the genomic space.
So in the interview, when she was asked what would be the next FAANG?
Next set of FAANGs, and I don't mean FAANGs meaning in the internet age. We actually think the next FAANGs are in the genomic age. And if you'll notice our flagship portfolio, the largest exposure is healthcare for that reason.
Miss Cathie Wood gave her direct answer. She thinks genomics would be the next FAANG. So since I actually made a video about what's in my portfolio 2 videos ago, and I actually shared with you guys that I recently opened my position in ARKG, I actually wanted to sort of give you guys an introduction about this ARKG ETF because I think it's a great way to actually invest together with Cathie Wood. She is the manager of this ETF, as well as investing into all these, medium and small market cap companies that, will take hours and hours of research. And also because I don't have any special knowledge about this biochemistry, genomics, etc. I think ARKG is the ETF to look at, for the next decade.
ARKG is an actively managed exchange-traded fund that seeks long-term growth of capital by investing under normal circumstances primarily in domestic and foreign equity securities of companies across multiple sectors, including healthcare, information technology, materials, energy, and consumer discretionary, that are relevant to the fund's investment theme of the genomics revolution. Companies within ARKG are focused on and are expected to substantially benefit from extending and enhancing the quality of human and other life by incorporating technological and scientific developments and advancements in genomics into their business. The expense ratio of this ETF is at 0.75%, which is reasonable for an active managed ETF. I looked at the top 10 holdings and I do not know 80% of these companies. I know Teladoc Health offers clients a broad spectrum of high-quality virtual care solutions to meet the healthcare needs of patients on a global scale. Exact Science provides cancer screening and diagnostic test products. When you are not familiar with most of the companies, the best way is to invest in an ETF and let ARK Invest help you with the allocation. I found this ETF by chance and I couldn't find a lot of information about this ETF. The iShares Genomics Immunology and Healthcare ETF seeks to track the investment results of an index composed of developed and emerging market companies that could benefit from the long-term growth and innovation in genomics, immunology, and bioengineering. As compared to ARKG, this ETF has a lower expense ratio of 0.47% and it has 49 holdings. If you look at the top 10 holdings, you will see established companies like Moderna, the company who released the world's first COVID-19 mRNA vaccine. There is also Merck, who is going to release a pill to treat COVID-19 patients. Some of the top holdings like CRISPR Therapeutics, Fate Therapeutics are also in ARKG top 10 holdings. Well, the question is, which one should I buy? I plotted both on Yahoo Finance. The green line represents the iShares Genomics Immunology and Healthcare ETF, whereas the blue line represents ARKG from this graph. ARKG is extremely volatile as compared to iShares ETF. If you are someone who cannot take volatility, maybe the iShares ETF will be a better choice. Personally, I have invested a small amount in ARKG. I may build up this position over time. I may even invest part of this amount into iShares Genomics Immunology and Healthcare ETF for diversification. Do you agree with my views? Please like, share and subscribe to my channels, as I will be sharing about investments and money-saving tips. Take care and stay safe.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.